Hello, and welcome to the Focus Follow-up. In this series of 30-minute webinars, we'll look to answer some common questions and demonstrate some capabilities in Focus that many teachers have asked about. On the right, you'll see a list of activities we'll be covering each session. During the webinar, you may submit any questions you have via the chat function and we'll answer them at the end. Also, please stay until the end of the session if you would like to earn a certificate you can submit for Flex Credit, as you will need to complete a Google form by 11:59 p.m. tonight to receive the certificate. Here we have an assignment where several students have not submitted work. We could put in a 0 for the student's grade. However, that won't differentiate whether the student attempted to show mastery on this content but incorrectly answered each question, or if they chose not to submit work. The recommended solution in this case is to use a custom grade. The custom grade for missed work is the letter M. By entering an M as the score for the assignment, the student receives 0 points, but it's clear that the 0 was earned based on their choice not to submit the assignment and not because they incorrectly answered all of the questions. Similarly, there may be times that you wish to make an assignment optional, or that you might not want to count it against the student. You can do this by using the asterisk custom grade. The asterisk is a no-count grade. It indicates that the teacher does not want the grade to count either for or against the student's average. If you forget these custom grade codes, you may view them from the Gradebook settings under the Custom Grades tab. In both cases, the students and parents will see the custom grade code with an indication of its meaning when they hover over the grade in the student/parent portal. Did you know that if you use Canvas quizzes, grade Google assignments in Canvas, or have a textbook LTI that sends grades to Canvas, that you can import those grades directly into Focus? To do this, start in Canvas by making the assignment as you normally would. To tell Canvas that you want to sync this assignment to Focus, make sure that it's assigned to a gradebook category in Focus, such as Daily or Test for secondary teachers, or Daily and Major for many elementary teachers. The category titles are case sensitive, so be sure that they match. This will tell Focus which category to place the assignment into. The other step we need to complete when making the assignment is this checkbox that reads, "Include this assignment's grades when syncing to your school's student information system." Finally, ensure that a due date is set that falls within the grading period. Once you've graded the assignment, from the Grades tab, click the Sync button and then choose Sync to SIS. Select the assignments that you wish to sync and then click the blue Post Grades button. Depending on the number of assignments that you're syncing, as well as how many student grades are being synced, this process usually only takes a minute or two to complete. Afterwards, you'll see the assignment show up in Focus. One nice feature to using GradeSync is that the link to the assignment will be included in the assignment description so that parents and students have access to a link they can use to go directly to that assignment within your Canvas course. One word of caution. Once you've used GradeSync, if you need to make changes to a student's grade, make the change in Canvas and then resync the grades. If you make any changes to the grades in Focus for an assignment that was originally created using GradeSync, Canvas will no longer sync any grades for that assignment. When students transfer from one teacher's class to another, they've often completed work in the original class that the new teacher can use as grades. When a student is added to your class, you should receive an alert in the Focus portal. You can also search for the student at any time using the Find a Student feature. When in a student's portal page, click on Grades to view the student's grades in their classes. You can click the Show Inactive Courses button and then Update. The page will reload and then display their grades in any previous teacher's courses. Clicking on the grade will show a list of assignments that were assigned along with the student's grades on those assignments. You can then choose which grades you wish to use in your course and enter them manually in the gradebook. If there are any assignments that you took as a grade and the previous teacher did not, you may choose to use the asterisk custom grade to excuse the student from completing that assignment at your discretion. When creating an assignment, we strongly suggest that you make all assignments worth 100 points, unless you have a specific reason not to do this. The reasoning behind this is that it ensures that all assignments within that category are weighted evenly. For example, if I make assignment A that's worth 100 points and assignment B worth 50 points, if I'm then entering grades by percentages and enter a 40 for assignment A and a 100% for assignment B, you might expect the student's average to be 40 plus 100 divided by 2, or 70%. However, the student has actually earned 40% of 100 points and 100% of 50 points. So the average is actually calculated as 40 plus 50 divided by 150 points, or 60%. So the student's average would go from passing to failing. Another unexpected result is when teachers leave the points blank on an assignment. Leaving the points blank indicates that the assignment is considered extra credit. Any points earned on the assignment count as extra points towards that category. For example, if you award 100 for an assignment with a blank number of points, you've effectively given the student 100 points of extra credit, the equivalent of saying a student earned a 200 on another assignment. To avoid this, we strongly recommend going to your gradebook settings and then the configuration tab and setting your default assignment points to 100 so that it will by default always assign 100 points for any assignments you create. Many teachers ask their students to check their grades regularly to ensure that they have ownership of their progress in class. As a demonstration of what students see, I've logged in as a student in Focus so that you can see what information is available to them. On the right, we can see the students' grades in each class period along with their number of absences. Clicking on a course will show their grades for each assignment within that course. The News tab will show a running list of assignments and grades along with information such as absences. This information may also be accessible on the left menu of the student portal. The parent portal appears similarly but may list multiple students if the parent has multiple children enrolled at campuses around the district.